Alright guys, I hope you're okay. Right, I need some more light on this. Come on, let's have a floodlight on there. Okay, well the bluing process is complete, sort of. You can kind of see the blue hue to it. It's more blue on the camera than it is actually in the flesh sort of thing, but you can see the scars there still. And there, by my thumb. But for my first go at bluing, and basically 2 light coats, I don't think I've done too bad. I completely soaked it in DW04 type stuff. And there we go. So now it's time to reassemble. Now I really need to give it a good clean out, which I will do. And I've been on Tinterweb. And I said, hey, Tinterweb, what do I do if I have to reassemble an air gun, but I don't have any air gun or gun grease to reassemble all the pistons and things? And they said, the next best thing, if you haven't got proper gun grease, is synthetic engine oil, which I have a little bit of. A little bit, quite a lot of it actually. So I am going to use synthetic 1040 engine oil. I've got some special, I've got some 710 up here. Look, have you seen this stuff? 710 special. Alright girls, that one's for you. You can have that for free. Okay, right, so now basically what I need to do is put this white piece, I need to put an O-ring on it. Oops, I've already done it. Oh, that's a shame. E.T., why didn't you show us doing it? Because I forgot, okay. Now that black ring there, in between the nylon white with the O-ring around it, that rubber piece in there is basically one of these, look. It's a tap washer for washing taps. Yeah, that's all you're getting, guys. That's all you're getting, guys. I've run out now. I've run out of jokes. So one of them I had to punch, as you can see with my really high quality allegedly record vice, which is softest. I had to punch out a UL many times using my Temu. Well, it says hammer on there, but I'm not so sure. It is a £3 one of them lumpy thing. But if you can you see the arch in it? I think it's more of a bow and hammer, and this is the bow. I'm not sure the hammer part is. Anyway, we managed to get a hole the right size onto the shaft. Whoever misses, which is in there now. There's a washer on top of that, but I'm not taking it out because if we can look in there very, very closely, there was a little circlip that I had to remove. Let me see if I can throw some more light on the subject. Let's get that head torch there. Okay, let's turn that on. Shine that right down in there. That's better. I don't know if you can see the little spring O-ring in there. And then I've put a washer in there to trap the spring O-ring around the little tiny, very, very shallow groove in that piston nib. So basically the washer, beg your pardon, the washer holds this plunger thing in this cylinder, like so, and then you put a washer over the top of that to stop any expansion in coming off of that shaft, off the circlip type thing. And then this plunger, oh no, my bloody springs, washer's just come out. You'll be able to see the spring clip a bit better now. See that in there now, look? Now, it took me about 5 minutes to jiggle that over the top of that. I've got it. I've got it. Let's just make sure like that. I'm pressing down on my laptop. No expense spared here, guys, for you. I'll tell thee. No, it's not quite in that. You can see it needs to be centralised or a bit more. Hey, I'll do that in a minute off camera. So then you do that, okay, and you really looby, and then you this edge here is chamfered off. Okay, so it's got a nice chamfer. So when you go like this and like that and like that, it doesn't cut a big chunk out of your O-ring there when you push it in. Okay, so I'm just talking you through it. Just goes to show you how level my worktop is. Perfect. So you push that all the way in and you can press that spring. And what you're trying to do is get this head here in to about there, past this hole. Okay. And then this little monkey fella, as you can see, it's got the pattern of the spring in it. That then goes in there like so. And then you let go of the pressure of that and the spring compresses. No, I've got that the wrong way round. It goes in to the way, lads, to the way. That's right, it goes all the way in like that, because this end is the bit that compresses the air in this little bit of chamber, and then the air comes out of the air hole. I'll be back, and then fires the pellet forwards. So yeah, it does that, so you can press this in here, so you can then get this in, so that then goes over the spring like that. Then you can release the pressure, and the spring pressure holds that pin in situ like so. Okay, now then, don't start. The tough part is getting that obviously in situ, but getting enough pressure on that, and also being able to push a pin through whilst you've got something in there, putting pressure on that. So somebody has very kindly made me a tool out of a piece of old, well, I think it's camping tent post or pole or something like that. So if you can imagine, that goes in there on the end of the spring. No, it doesn't. What goes on the end of there then? Stop looking, lads. Stop looking. Stop looking. I found it. That goes on there, and then this pushes on there, in there, like that, up to about there. So those prongs there are pushing this past there, and then we drop that in, and then we very gently release that pressure, and that bit sits up against here, like that. I don't know everything, do I? I'm learning. It's the first time I've ever done this, in case you haven't noticed. Anyway, welcome along to the channel. If this is your first video, if it is, please stop right now, okay? And go back and look at the first part of this thing where I was trying to do some bluing on it to get it a little bit presentable. Now, before I even do that part of the reassembly, I need to do the barrel, as in bluing. Now, I'm not going to do that tonight, so that will be in another video, but I have managed to whittle it down to this shiny combobulation. It is covered in oil at the moment. I don't know if you can see that on there. BSA Guns Limited. In actual fact, BSA is, what is it, guys? What was it short for? I read it earlier, but I haven't got a memory, so I don't have to remember things. Ballistic Shotgun Association. No, it's not. It's something to do with bullets and guns and armour and stuff. Look it up. Google it. BSA. What does that mean? There you go. So that's why. That's where BSA originated from. I need to order that seal on there. I was going to order that seal and that seal, but I found a compatible one in my box. There, I mean, there's the one that came out of it. In all fairness, there's not a lot wrong with it. But why was this gun donated to me? Yes, donated by my best friend Mark. Why did he donate this to me? It didn't work. So here we are. That's why I'm restoring it. But there we are. So yeah, I need to blue this. I need to degrease this, get indoors, get in the kitchen again, and start bluing the bluing process. In actual fact, I did look it up earlier, and I did see what BSA stood for, what it meant, and I've forgotten because I'm a bit didn't know. Alexa, what does BSA mean?
According to Wikipedia, Scouting America, formerly Boy Scouts of America, is
No. Alexa, stop. Alexa, in the UK, who was the manufacturer BSA? What did they make?
From Wikipedia.org. BSA produced rifles, Lewis guns, shells, bicycles, motorcycles and, through Daimler, aerial engines, aircraft and other vehicles for the war effort as well as machine tools.
Alexa, what does BSA in the UK stand for?
According to Wikipedia, the Birmingham Small Arms Company.
Birmingham, slap. Thank you, Alexa. Alexa, stop. Thank you. Birmingham Small Arms. I do apologise, Birmingham. I really do. I'm very sorry. So yeah, there we go. Oh, look at that. God, flipping chuffing neck. Need to do that. And then I think part 3 will be assembling the whole thing. I need to buy. I haven't got any 2.2 pellets. I've got 177 because I have other rifles and things. And my most powerful handheld is here, and I've got to have a licensed lethal weapon. This, the Gat. I tell thee, you better look out when you get this one of these in your face because you're going to not exist. Some of those of you are watching right now, oh, the Gat gun, I remember that. I used to go around doing milk bottles and cats and things, and probably whatever, I don't know, I'm not sure. Pigeons and things like that. You couldn't hurt a fly with it, but you probably could. Bit of fun, wasn't it? A little bit of fun. But like I say, part 3, this will be effectively part 2, will be reassembly and test firing of said BSA. Birmingham Small Arms. Come on, brain, you can do this. Thanks for watching this little bit of an episode, and I will catch thee again on the flip side when all is ready for prep, and I will film the reassembly so we can go through it together and watch it fail when I've finished. Okay, see you later. Thanks for watching. Don't forget, keep your tongue out.